All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that I learned this truth from. Salutations to the elect out there. All right, I want to do a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, let's play this video. Then I'll get some scriptures. It says, let's play this one. Let's get an example. All right, and then I'll give you the precept of the scripture to this example. All right, here we go. It says, here's this video. It says, notorious killer just murdered his wife during prison visit. All right, let's play the video.
A convicted mass murderer already serving life behind bars is now accused of killing again, this time his own wife during a conjugal visit. David Brinson, sentenced for the brutal murders of 4 people, was the last person to see his wife alive. At first, authorities believed she died of natural causes, but the autopsy tells a different story. The truth? She was strangled. Now her family is demanding answers, like how could this happen inside of the prison? And was there a deadly plan all along? I'll walk you through the details. For Law and Crime News, I'm Kennedy Walker. This woman, Stephanie Brinson, known as Stephanie Dowles, was found dead inside a California prison in November of 2024. She is now at the center of a homicide investigation because authorities say she was strangled. Her husband, a convicted mass murderer, already serving life behind bars. David Brinson is serving 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for the execution-style murders of 4 men during a 1990 robbery in Los Angeles. He was convicted in 1994 and just narrowly missed the death penalty. Now, according to the LA Times, here's what happened. Brinson reportedly believed one of his victims, Robert Marks, was a high-level cocaine dealer. He stormed into Marks's home, demanding drugs and money. But after ransacking the place and finding almost nothing, Brinson made a decision that would change the rest of his life and end someone else's. Prosecutors say he forced Marks and 3 other men to lie face down on the floor and then shot each of them in the back of the head, execution style. His victims included 59-year-old Robert Marks, his roommate, 28-year-old Gene McCullers, and 2 visitors, Celadino Ligtas, who was 33, and William Terry, who was 27 years old. Despite his violent past, Brinson was still allowed visitors. According to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation website, some inmates are eligible for family visits, which is defined as visits that occur in private apartment-like facilities on prison grounds and last approximately 30 to 40 hours. On November 13th, 2024, Brinson and his wife were in the middle of a conjugal visit. Just after 2 a.m., prison officials say Brinson used the family unit phone.
It's been 2 years since that disaster struck. The city's population is now sparse. In an effort to escape the monsters, you found a
phone to call for help, claiming his wife had passed out. Officers attempted to resuscitate her, but it was too late. Stephanie Dowles was pronounced dead. At 2:51 a.m. At first, her death was believed to be from natural causes. Now, 4 months later, the Amador County coroner confirmed Stephanie was strangled. What's unclear is how long she had been at the prison and when exactly she arrived. Stephanie, known as Stevie, was 62 years old. Her family told KCRA she was a hairstylist and a small business owner. Her mother, Ovetta Wilson, called her, quote, the glue that held the family together. She was a mother of two and a grandmother of six. Her family, devastated by her death, is now demanding answers from the prison. Like how...
All right. It says the family was devastated by her death. Well, let's show you in the scriptures that the reason why her husband unalived her is because he was a spirit created for vengeance. All right. Let's start with this scripture right here in Ecclesiasticus 39. Let's start at verse 28. Salakia. Verse 28. It says, there be spirits created for vengeance, which in their fury they lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You see, the Lord creates those spirits, just like I've explained in previous lessons. The Lord has spirits he creates for good and spirits he creates for evil. Verse 29, it says, fire, hail, famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents. Let's read it again. Verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Lord allowed that to happen because that woman, she had to have been wicked or had to have done something wicked to let a judgment like that happen under her, being strangled by her husband. All right. It says, verse 31, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth, when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see? So this guy was obviously a spirit created for vengeance. Let's go back to the video. I'll let it play a little bit, then I'll end the lesson. Here we go. Let's continue it.
How did this happen? And how are people with multiple murder convictions allowed to have conjugal visits? According to the CDCR, while certain inmates, like those on death row or convicted of sex offenses, are banned from these types of visits, multiple murder convictions are not listed as a restriction. Regarding security for family visits, an officer tasked with monitoring a visit can check in unannounced, but every effort shall be made to ensure the privacy of the inmate and their visitors, according to the CDCR manual. As of now, no charges have been filed, and officials say the case remains under investigation. The Amador County Sheriff's Office confirmed to the Los Angeles Times that Brinson is officially suspected of killing his wife. If convicted, this would be Brinson's 5th murder charge. And joining me now is prison consultant Justin Paperny. Justin, it's great to have you, and we want to get your perspective. First, how strict is security during conjugal visits or family visits, and are inmates ever left completely alone with their visitors?
Well, during the regular visitation in prison, there's always going to be guards inside of that room watching. There can be some embracing at the beginning and end of a visit. Sometimes prisoners get frisky. They'll break it down. They'll shut it down. They can end the visit for that prisoner and everyone. When there's a conjugal visit, part of it is you've earned the right through good behavior to actually have some privacy. So it's not going to be total scrutiny, but there will be some checking in. But with that comes some time alone and allegedly some
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's a great idea.
devastating things can follow, like allegedly someone getting killed.
I want to thank our sponsor, Odoo, for making news stories like this possible. Odoo is an incredible all-in-one business management software that provides you with a range of applications. One of my favorite...
All right, I'll end the lesson here. As you can see, that guy unalived his wife because he was a spirit created for vengeance. All right. All praises, honor, glory, and power to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikakwadash. All right. Shalom. I'm trying to get a good, this one right here. All right. Shalom.